Today, AgriHouse Foundation launched the 14th edition of the pre-harvest agribusiness exhibitions and conference event. It's actually an event we are particularly very proud of because we've been able to successfully link farmers to buyers, support in reducing post-harvest losses, and also supported in advancing the growth of agribusiness over the last 14 years. Most importantly, though AgriHouse Foundation has a number of interventions and initiatives ourselves, this pre-harvest is a representation and a demonstration that when development agencies are exiting and they have laudable projects like the pre-harvest and we have good partners, we should be able to scale it up. I think the pre-harvest event is one of the key interventions we inherited from the USAID Advanced Project when it was exited in 2017. And we are very proud that through our partners like Yara, GIZ, Canoe Equipment, HP, and EcoBank, and many more, Ministry of Food and Agriculture and the Northern Regional Coordinating Council, both the private and public partners, we've been able to scale it up to from a 1 day event to a 2 to 3 day event, and then from a participation of just 200 actors and stakeholders to over 3,000 actors and stakeholders. So basically, what it represents is to ensure that post-harvest losses are reduced, the farmers are exposed and introduced to new innovative approaches and new technologies of new technological ways of doing things. And we are happy for with our theme also for this year. I think that has been our focus for the last 3 years, connecting the unconnected. And this year we are looking at feeding the future through innovative approaches and technology. So it is very is very practical for us. And so we are going to demonstrate this through the kind of training sessions that we are going to have with our partners. And also we are having our strategic farmer to farmer apprenticeship program where it's very practical, results oriented. Farmers get to see, get to be feel, get to be hands on, and then get to experience and appreciate what it is to adopt innovative approaches. We are also going to have our farmer to buyer dialogue, which is also very strategic for us because that is where we are linking our farmers to our buyers to ensure that the purpose of the meeting, as in linking the farmers to the buyers, is achieved. So it's more of a market access or market linkage opportunity for both parties. And then we have our regular breakout sessions where our maize farmers, rice farmers, sorghum, soya bean, cowpea, the tuber families, and all of that also have their various strategic sessions to ensure that there is growth and there is advancement, and we are also able to build or support in building sustainable farmers. I think we are all looking at the future of food now, and we cannot do this without ensuring that our farmers adopt to these innovative approaches and practices. I think most important for us this year is the kind of partners who we have on board and how we are all working together to scale up the future of food and also in building and developing sustainable farmers and also in ensuring that our sector is advanced. 14 years indicates interest of participants. It indicates interest of stakeholders, and for it indicates interest of everyone involved in collectively advancing our sector. I think what we need to do is to strengthen our partnership with the public more, as in the public private partnership. But I think the response in general has been very welcoming for this pre-harvest event to win the market linkage award. I think is very strategic, very critical, and I think that this is a project that was started by the USAID Advanced Project, and I think we are proud of it. Our stakeholders are proud of it, and we are looking forward to also strengthen again our partnership with the USAID so that we can further scale it up for the benefit of all involved and all stakeholders.
Please, I want to
Relevance of I mean, we are moving from the hoe and cuddlers, and everything is innovative approaches now. However, we look at it, even from adding value, value addition, it's reducing post-harvest losses. So we are supporting farmers to add value. So their processing, their packaging is very innovative. We are introducing technology as an appropriate equipment for farming. It's innovation, and it's also increasing the yield. It's enhancing, it's speeding up whatever process that is on the ground. So I think that the future of food can only be safe if we adopt innovative approaches and practices and technology. And that is the only way we can safeguard the future of food.
Yes.
The private for the pre-harvest, and I was limited to the pre-harvest. If I think we've had, from what you've seen today, we've had the PPRZ here, we have the Agric Directorate here, very strong, and for an intervention on events for to be 14 years old, it indicates a strong interest. So how do we expand it? How do we scale it up? I think it involves everyone. How do we dialogue with the media to ensure that we're able to safeguard and sustain the future of our food? How do we dialogue with other government agencies, everybody, every key player involved to ensure that I think we are all working towards a collective goal to ensure that the future of food is safe, is guarded, and it's guarded and guided. And we can only do that through collective approaches, having everybody's input involved to ensure that we're able to sustain and scale it up.
Respected members of the media, Executive Director of AgriHouse Foundation, it's a great pleasure to meet you finally in person. Farmers, agribusiness, and value chain actors, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Sarah Rüffler. As mentioned before, I'm the Commission Manager. I took over in March this year for the GIZ program, Sustainable Employment through Agribusiness, which is implemented on behalf of the German Ministry of Economic Cooperation and Development, BMZ, and EU, with our EU co-funded component, the Market-Oriented Agricultural Program in Northwest Ghana. So it's a great honor and pleasure to welcome you today here in the GIZ Green Building and to join you today for the launch of the 14th Pre-Harvest Agribusiness Conference and Exhibition. This event continues to grow in significance and impact each year, fostering meaningful connections within the agricultural sector. So this year, as we have heard, marks the fourth time that the European Union Agricultural Program, the EU GAP program, is sponsoring this vital initiative. And we are really delighted to be part of an event that drives positive change and transformation in Ghana's agricultural landscape. I would like to extend our appreciation to the AgriHouse Foundation team for being instrumental in shaping conversations and creating opportunities for the agricultural sector. Over the years, the pre-harvest celebration has offered a platform to connect producers with buyers while tackling some of the sector's most pressing challenges. So, however, I would like to note that our collaboration with AgriHouse Foundation goes beyond the sponsorship. EU GAP shares the core mission of enhancing market access, promoting sustainable agricultural practices, and ensuring food security. And actually, I had a chance to discuss with Christopher Gatti that it's actually particularly relevant today, as we all know that the northern part of Ghana is hit by a dry spell, that we really tackle these challenges with regard to food security. So I think the slogan, connecting the unconnected, feeding the future, is particularly relevant today. So we are all aware of the devastating effects of post-harvest losses on our agricultural productivity. By accelerating farmer-buyer connections, we address one of the biggest gaps in the sector. So the challenge of efficiently getting produce from farm to market while minimizing the waste. So since 2017, the EU GAP has worked through its different components to create sustainable livelihoods. And one of the two projects I would like to mention briefly is one we actually had the chance to implement together in the context of digitalization. So it plays a vital role to improve our yields, and we have spearheaded a seed traceability system in collaboration with PPRSD and the National Seed Traders Association of Ghana. So this is one of the examples how we try to address the seed adulteration in northern Ghana. So this technology tracks the seeds from the production to sale, ensuring that farmers receive high quality genuine seeds. However, I would also like to mention a second example of our work on the neem processing factory in Wa. This is also a particularly relevant example of our work, as we're working with a women farmers group, and it's a biopesticide that they have actually been developed as a quite innovative way, and it will also help to offer farmers a cost-effective solution for managing pests and reducing post-harvest losses. Yes, so let me conclude by urging our farmers and agribusiness to take full advantage of the opportunities presented at this year's pre-harvest celebration. Let us connect, collaborate, and innovate to build a more sustainable, efficient, and resilient agricultural sector. Together, we can drive the change, reduce post-harvest losses, and accelerate the growth of the agricultural sector. Medase. Thank you.